if you're getting to the right side of the rim.
That was a great look from our crew there. That's why the gamble got made. Mason Gillis for the first Purdue lead today. He's got it.
Well, big-time action drawn up out of the timeout there. They've been showing Edey so much attention, so they just screen in for Gillis, who coming in 5 of his last 7 from beyond the arc.
Walters, the answer. No rebound, Purdue. Braden Smith on the gas pedal.
The three-point line has dried up for the Crimson Tide. They're still getting high-quality looks, but they've missed 7 straight threes.
Braden Smith under Edey. Got it for 3. In a row for the Boilers. Nice defense down there by Heide. Walters wants it, and that breaks the 7 missed in a row for Alabama.
How many times today have we seen Bama just keep plays alive on the offensive glass and find their way to the three-point line? A massive shot there by Sam Walters, and one they had to have from 3.
Edey hammers it.
Let Braden Smith get that deep, and he's doing a nice job. Even when he picks up his dribble, just pivots his way, finds an angle, and drops it off for Edey.
Estrada for Stevenson. That won't fall, and it's out of bounds to the Boilermakers.
Alabama is getting open shots, and outside of that Sam Walters 3, they just haven't been able to make them. It's the patience from Braden Smith. He picks his dribble up, never panics. And with the Alabama front court in severe foul trouble, that's just not going to be easy for Grant Nelson. He's given up so much in terms of weight.
24 for Zach Edey. Braden Smith has gone to town here in the second half. Smith again. Yes!
He is just eating this drop coverage alive. Alabama has no answer with the way they're guarding pick and roll. Braden Smith making play after play.
Purdue recovers nicely there off the drive. It's the Boilermakers by 7 now. The former #1 team in the country. A foul call to Heide was there with Sears.
What a sequence that Braden Smith is having, just making every play right now for the Boilermakers. There's that drop coverage. Reitzel just picked up
for Nate Oates for Purdue. Smith off the screen from Edey. Smith the pull-up fading away. No good. Edey somehow can end on that, even though he was cleared out. And Colvin splashes down a 3. That was all Zach Edey with a little bit off the fingertips to reset.
He just wanted a little bit more. What a play by Edey.
Stevenson ball fake. Edey comes to help, and that's 2 and a foul. What an effort down there by Alabama. Purdue by 7.
Scoring is important.
Moving down to 7 minutes in one of the most entertaining non-conference games you're going to find on a great day of college basketball this Saturday in December. That's a tough pass. Got it to Sears, and he sticks the landing.
Just a simple but effective action. All it takes is a flare screen. You free Sears to the weak side of the floor, you skip it over, and he has made play after play today.
Just daggers. 25 from Mark Sears out of Muscle Shoals. Braden Smith on the handoff from Edey. He's very willing to shoot. He missed on the rebound for Alabama. Nelson down the lane. There's going to be a foul call. No shot. If he put it up, he would have gotten some free throws off the second against Gillis.
You don't see Braden.
Alabama just picked up the 5th foul against Purdue. The Crimson Tide very good from the free throw line this year. Top 10 in the country.
Look at the change of pace from Sears. I mean, he just is so herky-jerky. It's hard to defend.
Hard to catch sometimes, too. Off the hands of Pringle. That is the 5th block for Alabama already today. It was the first point. A lot of minutes. Now Edey backing in to hammer it home into the Purdue scoring top 10.
There's people out there that say he's just good because he's big. And that might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
You should know he scored the exact amount of points that you did at Purdue as of right now.
This is going to fall today.
Oh boy, here comes Alabama. Rylan Griffin.
Braden Smith just got picked off on that screen, and Rylan Griffin stepping up to the plate and making a big shot.
So they're going to call it a 3. Let's see if it stands. It was close.
This up and under. I mean, look at the way he moves Pringle. Now, Pringle does not have the luxury to be physical because he's got 4 fouls. Here's this handoff. Smith goes down.
We'll find out during the break. They're going to look at it during the media timeout. Is it a 3 or a 2? They did call it a 3 for now. So it's a 3-point game. And Brad Weimer, our intrepid producer, has looked at a couple of replays. And he says it's going to be a 3. And we believe in Brad. In traffic and out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Boilermakers with 19 to shoot.
Well, Alabama is fortunate there, though. Grant Nelson, if you're going to go through the passing lanes, you have got to get that pass. What? You believe in Brad.
You got to believe in Brad.
There is space.
It's going to stay a 3. The Alabama bench is loving it. And they get a stop. First was jostling over there with Sears into the post for Edey. Hemmed in. Over the top, no, and the rebound for Nelson.
Nice job by Alabama just contesting that shot. Out of control, and Nelson's helter-skelter here.
Sears, no. Offensive rebound. Griffin on the kick out. Right over the tie, no, sir. And a foul is going to go against, let's see, it's on Edey.
Yeah,
it's on Zach Edey. That's the team's 6th.
To be careful, though. These flare screens over the last 2 minutes have come hot and heavy for Mark Spears.
Here we go. From the corner, yes, sir.
That's not a flare, but it's a pin in. He just brought him right to the corner, and what a play. Alabama right back at you, and they've taken a 1-point lead.
That is a 4-point possession for the Crimson Tide. Off the Sears 3. Smith hurrying down the lane. Bouncing for Edey in the wingspan. Eats it alive.
What a pass again. Braden Smith knows when he gets deep, he can pivot and find the big fella. He is just so physically dominant.
Sears off the spin. Waggy in the lane, got caught. Sears hopping around. He's been dangerous. Another. That's short. Rebound, Edey.
He got a good look. Came off that ball screen. Sears let it fly.
28.7 rebounds for Zach Edey, alone now in 10th. In Purdue scoring. Sorry, Rob.
It's okay.
It's Braden Smith. Oh, he gave up the shot he took earlier, and Edey closes the deal.
But that play is set up by the shots he made earlier. Because you're worried about that pull-up jumper, now you got 7-4 rolling right to the rim. Braden Smith making the perfect read on this play. Edey gets some contact and goes just right through that Alabama defense. What a response.
You just saw him. Dustin Denti, our director, just showed you Zach Edey has about 90 to 100 people here watching this game, and his return to his home country as the free throw is good. 80-76 Purdue. Each team has had a 9-point lead in the second half.
That's the thing. Bama's going to look for Mark Sears. He's made plays all game long, whether it's on or off the ball. There's that flare again, and there's an open shot.
And he's got it again off the flare.
They have really looked for that flare action over the last couple minutes. He has just made play after play. 31 points now. 8 threes for Mark Sears.
See it early. This game, the physicality really spoke to him early.
Not just the high-level play across the board. I mean, guard play, bigs, it's had a little bit of everything. And there's Braden Smith drawing that help defense, dropping it off, and that will be the end of the day for Nick Pringle. He has been in foul trouble all game long.
I mean, he's just gotten worn out. Not that he's gotten beaten over and over again, but he has spent so much energy on this.
No doubt. And so is Waggy, and so is Grant Nelson. But this is every game. You watch the Iowa game, all their bigs are in foul trouble. Northwestern, same thing. The Maui 3 games, Tennessee, Gonzaga, Marquette, same deal. I mean, he obliterates your front court.
Yep. And this is, I mean, by KenPom, Alabama is 22nd in average height in the country. This is one of the biggest teams.
Other than Arizona next weekend, you're just not going to see. Tennessee has a big team. Gonzaga always has big bodies. But it's pretty incredible. I mean, this dude, I think he's the second best player to ever play at Purdue. And only behind Glenn Robinson, the big dog.
And by Rick Mount.
He's in the discussion.
Free throw good. Edey perfect from the line. Purdue fans having that debate right now at home. Second free throw is good. Zach Edey closing in on yet another 30-10 game.
What an action for Sears. Well, this is a masterclass in how to get your guard shots from the perimeter off the ball. That was a wide open look.
And it looked like it was online, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Just a tad short.
Preparing to screen. There goes Smith down the lane, and Braden Smith has been unstoppable.
It's just ball screen action once again, and he's done it in so many different ways. This time all the way to the basket.
And a response from Sears. Rob, I don't think 84 is going to win it today.
No, it's not.
Smith and Edey. Smith chucks it up. Man, buries another. Oh, man, Braden Smith.
Edey's the story, but Braden Smith with 25 and 8 has been hooping as well.
Morton stalking Sears. Here come the Purdue fans. Sears staggering down the lane. Estrada.
That's got to go up. You just got to shoot that if you're Wagi.
He didn't, and Purdue creates a turnover.
I'm just putting Braden Smith in a ball screen and saying, make the right play. He's done it all second half.
Double screen here. He got his feet set. Oh, just missed it. First comes flying in, and the rebound for Alabama. Rylan Griffin, time ticking away. Estrada swooping in. Wraps a pass around to get two and a foul. Oh, what a tough play by Wagi.
His jersey totally ripped. The neckline. This is a terrific pass. Alabama making something happen with their pace. Estrada will Euro step, drop it off. That's the second time we've seen Wagi just finish right through contact. He's got a little V-neck action going on now.
That's a deep cut.
The painter just yelled out to him, don't do that.
So, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Wagi makes it a three-point game again.
That's a huge development there.
It's a one-possession game now. Braden Smith on the prowl once again. He put it through Edey. Got it to Jones. Tough bounce pass. Edey handles it. It's a block, and they're going to get foul contact down in the bottom half there.
But Purdue is fortunate. That went right through the hands of Edey. Ended up in the hands of Lance Jones. He drives the ball, drops it off, and that's the end of the day for Wagi. I thought it was pretty. Boy, I thought he got a lot of ball. And we'll see. This will be a good look here.
That's a good foul.
That's definitely a foul.
That is the reason we have instant replay.
That's why the jobs of the officials is so hard.
So Wagi fouls out. Pringle has fouled out. Zach Edey from the free throw line is 9 for 9 today.
He's had some weird games where his percentages ended up okay because his volume's so high. He's gone on stretches where he's missed 4 and 5 in a row and then just found this throw. He's really worked at this, though. To have a 7'4" center that's as effective as he is on the floor, but also converts the line. I mean, what a luxury that even late game, you can still go to him.
Beautiful.
You kind of knew, though, him coming home and playing for the first time in Toronto since he was, what, a sophomore in high school, that he was going to just have an unbelievable game, and he has.
A friend's dad basically begged him to play basketball. They ordered an extra jersey.
They owe that dude. That's the greatest thing that ever happened to him.
1 minute to go. Nelson splits two. Intercepted by Jones. If you're Alabama, do you foul here? You almost have to, don't you?
I think you take this down 23 seconds, the game is going to just be over. Just run out of time. I'm shocked they're not fouling.
No, you can't. You've already bled half the shot clock.
That better go.
Yeah.
That's not a good shot.
No, that's a very poor idea. Now Nelson spat it out up into the front court.
Gamble.
Sears missed it for three. Rylan Griffin, no. And the rebound goes tumbling out of bounds to the Boilermakers with under 30 seconds to go.
Fortunate there. Alabama has got good shots from the perimeter in the second half. They just haven't made them at the same clip.
Just 6 of them compared to 13 the first half. Steal for Sears, and it's a three-point game.
Purdue is just melting down here. But credit Alabama because they haven't quit on the game. You're down 5. Things aren't going your way. Purdue trying a quick little give and go through the hands of Fletcher Loyer, and Mark Sears on the spot. It's the easiest bucket he'll have all day.
And now, do you foul right off the bat, or do you try to create another steal? I think Purdue will inbound.
Sure, Matt Painter talked a lot about passing and catching, squaring up, because you know the trap is coming on this initial catch.
Loyer to throw it in. He gets it for Smith, and Braden Smith in the corner threads it through for Jones. He's into the front court. Alabama's got a foul. They lost 6 seconds on that, and 2 free throws for Lance Jones, who so far this year is 13 for 18.
I think that was certainly, you want to conserve as much time as possible, but you gave yourself the best chance to turn Purdue over. Sure. And now you committed. So you lose 6, but I'm okay with the way that played out.
I just thought you might argue that once Jones made
you could, but still, he's got to split a double team, and now you've got this initial. You could travel. You know, it's certainly.
Free throw. That door creaks open again for Alabama. Caleb first checks in. Ethan Morton is in. Gillis and Loyer to the bench.
See that percentage. I think Lance Jones is the worst foul shooter that was on the floor.
He rattled the cage. That
got every piece of the rim. Not that he's bad. He's a 70% guy, but look at the rest of Purdue's guards. I guess Braden Smith is around 70 as well.
But there are some legitimate marksmen on that Purdue side as Heidi's going to come in. Edey will leave.
With a lack of bigs, this totally makes sense. I'm trying to match Alabama's skill on the floor.
Sears on the run. Alabama down by 4. Sears on Morton. Put him on skates, and he cannot score. Rebound Braden Smith, and Purdue is going to survive Zach Edey's homecoming to Toronto.
I think Sears could have just went up and scored it. Ethan Morton didn't want to foul, but he tried to draw contact, kind of whiffed. It's almost like Morton pulled that chair out from under him. He lost his balance, and boy, Mark Sears has had an incredible basketball game. But I think that Ethan Morton would have been just content to concede this. And he tried to jump back into him.
Whose house? Zach's house. They're in Toronto.
This is as fun of a college basketball game as you will see. I'm not just saying December. I'm saying all year long. It's a phenomenal game.
Look at the thoughts, Rob. Alabama and Sears. One last three. That's no good. 92-86. Boilermakers. Final thoughts?
Both these teams are really good. And Zach Edey, man, he's going to be.